Wanna see some more?
Alright, got it.
Count me as Dilla.
The broken glass of a bottle makes a jagged rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop.
What the hell?
And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Holly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain, just trying to stay.
Alright, here we go, fellas.
I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here has felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winner's tree.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Henry on the option. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Lamar out of the pistol. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Man in motion here. Changing it up here, Jackson. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Complete, Derrick Henry. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Henry on second. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
More discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. They'll run here with Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Jackson has it, third and goal. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Brown with a return here. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 35 on second down. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 from the 41. It's Pacheco again. And that's good for a gain of 5. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Right back to Pacheco. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up third down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy to return. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Now here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. That's into the hands of Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Lamar back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson now on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way was telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Rolling into enemy territory. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs with the football. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again following the sack. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, It really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and a tremendous execution.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, here's Lamar. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're going to throw it on third and long. He's going deep. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff to run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Lamar throwing again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Run from Pacheco to start the half. He's got a gain of 6 there. Adisa Isaac stops him there. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Second and 4. He sends this one to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Hill now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, Jackson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Lamar. That's taken in by Henry. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Turning to Henry on third. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's got enough to move the sticks.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. Get in the red zone.
Pushing for the end zone, and he holds the football. It's not loose. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens picked up the fumble and so just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Henry, and he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. The defense is energized with that stop.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Adisa Isaac stops him there. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That one gains 7, and it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He'll get it at the 9. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Ravens will go on offense. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Pass is hauled in by the running back. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jackson to throw it. Henry on the catch. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Flush down out to his left. He's running. Oh, no, the ball is loose. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
GG's, bro.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
GG's, brother.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. As the 2024 season officially gets underway. Our first regular season game together now in the books, Brock. Great work, partner. The first of many, we hope, in our time with EA Sports. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I'll tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad.